Hi there, I'm Simon Hall, Team GB Age Group Duathlete, and I've been doing a few videos lately, just mainly on my training. But I want to do a bit of a video today, just on some of the kit that I wear, and some of the more specifically the shoes I've been using over the sort of last 12 months. Many of you that may know me know that I've been pretty much an ASICS athlete all my life. So since about 15, 16, I've worn ASICS trainers pretty much up until sort of my late 30s, so 20 odd years I've been a massive ASICS. And any keen runners out there probably appreciate that. Yeah, once you get used to a brand, you pretty much stay with that brand. And I've got friends and training partners that will generally buy a similar sort of shoe as well, even from a brand. So it'll be, if you're Nike Air Pegasus, for example, I know people that have probably worn them for the last 15-20 years, for example. So today we just wanted to talk to you about why I'm now sort of wearing the Hoka on shoes, and what chose me to, or what the reasons behind that. So today I'm going to be talking about the first Hoka shoe that I bought, and why I bought that, and then talk about the sort of my daily runner, which I'm on to about my fourth pair now of the Speedgoat, and just talk you through why I'm wearing these two shoes, and yeah, how I found them over the last sort of 12-15 months. Yeah, so probably last summer I was doing a lot of road sessions, wearing my sort of ASICS shoes, and a couple of lighter sort of ASICS shoes that I've got. I've been wearing, I suppose, for quite a few of my quicker road sessions, but had a bit of an injury last year, and to be fair, the past 3-4 years I've been struggling with quite a lot of calf injuries, every sort of 6 months sort of breaking down really and having issues with my calf. So last summer decided to invest a bit of money and get the Carbon X, obviously with the carbon plate. So at the time, yeah, I wasn't looking for an all-out race shoe, just something to train in on some of my quicker sessions. But to be fair, I'd worn them a couple of times, really comfortable, really happy with them. So decided to try the trail shoes, although I didn't have a sort of a carbon plated trail version. The Speedgoats, which I've been wearing now for good 12 months. I'm on probably about my third or fourth pair of these. So today I'm going to talk a little bit more about this shoe, why I'm on my third and fourth pair, and how I found them for the variety of sessions that I do, everything from my long 2.5-3 hour trail runs to back to the sort of shorter grass sessions where I'm running minute reps, 30-second reps, speed work, obviously for my quicker sort of 5k, 10k pace for the duathlons, and how I found these shoes over the last sort of 12 months through autumn, winter, and the spring, summer. So how I found it over the last sort of 12 months. Yeah, so this is probably my fourth pair of this shoe, and to be fair, I do, yeah, most of my running on the trails, so about 40 mile a week, as I'm cycling as well, so about 40 mile a week. But yeah, one of those runs, a very long 2 sort of 3 hour run across some really sort of brutal terrain, lots of fields, and yeah, during all weather conditions. So I bought these shoes probably back end of last year, my first pair, and you can see the traction on the bottom, which is pretty reasonable. You wouldn't have thought fantastic. I've had no issues pretty much running through snow, plough fields, mud, water, and everything really for the last definitely through the winter, and like I say, running some really long runs, and they've been a really fantastic shoe. I think the beauty as well with these shoes is that the tongue is, if you can see that the tongue is sort of elasticated and built into the shoe as well, which is really nice, really comfortable fit. And although I'm doing a lot of my racing or a lot of my running on trails, sections of it that are on the road, and they do look quite a bulky shoe with quite a big stack height, but Hoka Onioni shoes have some of the shoes have what they call a meta rocker, and I'm not too certain on the details, but especially on the road, it really helps sort of stabilize the foot, and also helps that sort of momentum about your gait. And the idea is, I think it really helps you with the sort of your toe off when you're running. And I found these shoes to be actually a really good shoe for not only on the trails, but also the sections on the road. They actually, for quite a what looks like quite a bulky shoe, I've actually found them very good on the road, and they feel quite comfortable, quite light, and actually, yeah, can propel you along at what feels like quite a good pace. Even though I've got the sort of the Carbon X for sort of my faster sessions, definitely through the winter when I've been doing my sessions in the park, I do all my running pretty much, and a lot of my tough sessions on the grass on the local school field. So I find that these work really well, from anything from sort of short 30-second efforts up to the sort of 3-4 minute intervals that I'm also doing. So really good for running at pace, anything from 6-minute miling all the way down to sort of sub 5-minute miling for the sort of the quicker efforts that I'm doing. I actually found them a really nice shoe just to get those sort of sessions in, and again, really sort of really quite comfortable, keep my legs really in a good position, and converting from my Asics, which I've been used to over the last sort of 12 months, I haven't had, touch wood, no issues with sort of my calves and things like that. So first impressions when I first wore them for the first couple of months, I was really impressed. Obviously a lot more expensive than some of the Asics that I have been wearing. I think the shoes, if you get them somewhere like Wiggle, about 110 to 115 pound, I think, which sounds quite expensive, but I'd probably aim to get about 300 miles out of a pair of shoes. I'm always pretty keen to sort of upgrade my shoes or replace my shoes probably every sort of 300 miles. So what I tend to do is put a 250 mile thing into Strava, obviously use my Strava app, upload the shoes, put the 250 miles to give me a notification, and then by the time I've ordered the shoe and the next pair comes along, so I'm probably getting about 300 mile-ish out of each pair. And yeah, this pair I've probably done a good couple of 100 mile in this, and to be fair, the soles are in still good condition, the uppers are good. I mean, I've been running in these in the summer, so but generally they've been pretty good shoe for the sessions and things that I've been doing through the summer. In the winter I might replace them if I get really sort of muddy and wet, and sometimes the weather can take a little bit out of the uppers more so, but I'm running in some pretty tough areas around where I live, so I'm literally running through thick mud for 3 hours on a Sunday. So yeah, by the time you've washed them and dried them and stuff like that, they can get a little bit more brittle, but to be fair, I can get a good 300 miles out of them in the winter before anything starts to and I've had not many real issues with the shoe during the winter in the sort of really tough conditions that I run in. I think the Carbon X I've been wearing now on and off for the last 12 months, and I've only had the one pair. I've probably got a good couple of hundred miles in these. They are starting to go a little bit on the edge there, but I still wear these, and I've been wearing these through the summer for some of my faster grass sessions as well occasionally. So worth trying. And I know they've got the Carbon X2 that's recently come out, so I think when those shoes need replacing, I'm probably going to replace those as well. I haven't been wearing those for racing. I've actually got a pair of Alpha Fly, the Nike sort of carbon shoes, which I've been wearing for racing, which hopefully I'll maybe talk about that next week and give you a bit of a download on how I found those during the sort of race season this year, which I've been wearing for my duathlons and 5Ks and 10Ks, and been sort of really impressed with that shoe. So maybe something I'll talk about next week. So yeah, if you want to see more of the sort of updates about my training or my some of the kit that I'm using, yeah, like the video and subscribe below, and hopefully see you next week.